Good morning, kindergarten friends. I am here to talk with you about the letter Z. The Z is special because he's last in our alphabet. Now, we haven't learned all letters of the alphabet yet, but we are working on the letter Z this week. So we have our house for letter Z. And as you can see, remember, we have the attic. We have the upstairs, downstairs, and the basement. So our capital and lowercase z won't be in the attic or in the basement. They stay upstairs and downstairs. So for the capital Z, we start at the top line in the upstairs. We go across, and then we have a big slide down all the way to that bottom line. Now, I have not picked up my pencil, and I'm not going to. Then I make another line over. Now, I don't want to make a Z that is so big. You see how this line is almost underneath that corner? You want to try and keep them together. So you'll go across, slide down, and then you'll go over, but you want to stop where that corner is, almost like there's an invisible line there. We don't see it, but that's why we take our time while we are practicing so that we can get it done correctly. Now, the lowercase z is exactly the same, but he is downstairs. He goes across on the dotted line, slides down to the bottom line, and over, and stopping exactly like we did before by that corner. So I will make a couple for you practicing. So I have my board here. When I make my Z's, I know I want to take my time and I don't want to go too crazy. I'm going to move a little closer so we can see a little bit more. So I have my lines here. Now, my attic and my basement are not there, but I know that these blank spots, there should not be anything there. Now, for a capital Z, we start at that top line, go across. Now it's hard to see, right? Down, slide, and over. I'm going to use a different color so we can see a little bit more. Friends always thought it was funny that I had my sock that I erased with, but look, it's holding all my markers now. So, to make another capital Z, we're going to go to that top line in the upstairs, make a line over, slide down, and over on the bottom line, and stop. It's almost like a sideways N, right? Now, the lowercase z is exactly the same. It's in the downstairs. I go across, slide down, and over. Across, slide down, and over. When I'm making a word that starts with Z, I need to make sure I'm using my reading skills, which also help us with our writing. We're going to stretch out the word. That means we're going to say the sounds that we hear, and we'll write them down. Kindergarten spelling. So I'm going to first think of the word zoo, because I love the zoo. Remember, Mr. Glare proposed to me at the zoo. So I'm going to stretch that word out. Z, 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 ooh, ooh. Now, ooh is not a sound that we have in our alphabet song, right? But I remember Mrs. Glare taught us that when we hear the ooh sound, it's two O's, right? Because it doesn't make a sound like an O, octopus. It doesn't say its name, O. So I know ooh is two O's. Now, they're lowercase. I made my Z capital because it's almost like the name of a place. Zoo. Now, I also can think of a name. I had a friend in high school named Zane. Z, it's a name, so I'm going to make it a capital Z. Across, slide down, and over, stopping at that corner. Z, A, That's the letter sound. Z, A, N, N, nose. Then Zane. That sounds like that's all, right? But I know that we learned about the ninja silent E, and that A in Zane is saying his name. So that ninja E needs to be at the end to have the A say its name. Zane. Now, if you are spelling and you hear the word A, but you forget that that E is at the end, that's okay. That's something we're still practicing. So remember, just try and remember when you are stretching to think about those rules that we talked about for Crazy Mr. English. Now, I want you to make sure that you're saying Z the right way. Z, Z, zipper, Z, 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 right? Z in sign language is the pinky making a Z in the air. So good luck, friends. Remember those Z's go across, slide down, and over. I know you'll make beautiful Z's, and I cannot wait to see them.